Yo, what is up, guys? Today I am back with a very long awaited, highly anticipated video. Today we're going to be basically talking about my collection and how it's changed over the last 10 months. But today I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into not just guns, but all the gear that I own, parts, accessories, even down to BBs, everything. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, just as a heads up, guys, this is probably going to be a pretty lengthy video. I'm going to try to keep it as far under 30 minutes as possible, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot to go over, and I don't even really know where to start. I think we'll go ahead and start with the wall so we can just get that out of the way. As you guys saw, yes, the floor in this room, my office slash man cave-ish room, the floor is almost completely covered in almost guns, but parts and everything else. The wall is still completely full. So that was kind of a shocker to me that I've amassed way more than I thought I had, and until it's laying out all in front of you, it's really hard to see. But as I said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start over here. Right here we have a WEP90. This is the gas blowback with a T1 style red dot on it. Up here we have the EMG Psi Cam 870. This is the gas shell ejecting shotgun in black multicam and gold. Absolutely love this one. This is the one that I wanted, and about a year ago this went on sale. I think it was like 20% off, so I took full advantage of that. Up here we have a gas blowback MP41. It is the SRC MP41 AEG stock with, oh no, I'm sorry, what brand? I get the brands mixed up, but I think it's the SRC gas blowback MP40 internals. So converted into a gas blowback MP41. Super sick. I got a sick deal on that. Very happy with it. As far as I know, it's a one of one, so that's super sick. Up here in the corner, we have the KWA Vector RIP. To anyone who has seen the news about the Crytac, I still like my KWA. We'll see what happens with the Crytac and if this thing holds its value. But to me, the KWA will always be the KWA, so it'll probably stay inside of my collection. Over here we have the VFC Mark 20 SSR. This is gas blowback as well. Super sick gun. I have great plans for this gun. I just haven't had time to get all the parts and stuff I want for it, but super sick gun. Love it. Down from that, we have the WE 7-inch Dragon. This is the full auto version. Super sick pistol. I love the split side. I've always liked the Dragon pistols, so I ordered that one. Just down from that, we have my GHK AK-105 full Hephaestus build. I have another video that goes in deeper into the build of my GHK AKs, so go check that out. I'll leave the link in the description. Over here we have the Matrix. I forget the model name on it, but it is a gas pistol with the upgraded maple leaf hop-up and bucking. Things are freaking laser, just out of the box. So super sick. May end up getting rid of that. I kind of bought it just in the moment, and to be honest, I don't really like it that much. It's a huge pistol, but anyways. Over here we have the VFC Mark 11 Mod 0 gas blowback SR25. This is the deluxe version, so all of my serial numbers match on the receiver as well as the suppressor. Super sick gun. This is one that I'll probably never ever get rid of. I absolutely love it. Coming down, we have the VFC MP40A5. As I said, this is the VFC version, gas bolt action. So super sick. This is another one I'll probably never get rid of. The stock is completely plastic, but even with that, the gun just feels so good. I love it. Down from there, we have my GHK AKM. This is a complete build. It is only missing like one or two small parts, and this build is completely done. As I said, I have another video that goes into the details of my GHK AK builds, so please go check that out. This is one of my favorite builds I've ever done. Go check that out. Down here, we have a Tanaka Type 44 gas bolt action rifle. Kind of bought this on a whim too. Didn't really necessarily want it, but I love Tanaka, and I got a super deal on this gun. And it has an HPA tapped mag. If you can see that. I just had to keep cutting. My dog started barking. It's a whole thing. It's a mess. We're gonna get through this video. Down here we have an AW Custom. I forget the model number, but it is a high kappa. Cool pistol. We'll probably end up getting rid of it. It's not anything super special to me. Over here we have an MGC non-blowback 1911. That is kind of an older brand if you're not familiar with MGC. Super cool. Over here, this is actually a 22 LR revolver. It's a real steel revolver. It's a Ruger Wrangler. We'll probably end up getting rid of that too. Kind of bought that. It was you know, 22 guns are really cheap and they're a lot of fun to just fuck around with. So I bought that, but it's a pain in the ass to load and everything like that, so probably getting rid of that. Over here we have a Craft Appleworks comp pistol. I used to have 3 of these. I think I have 2. Yeah, I still have 2, and one of them is still up for sale. So, but they're super unique pistols, super cool. So yeah, if you're interested in one, go check me out on Hop Up. I've got one up there for sale right now. Okay, we'll get over here next. Okay, so in this far corner right here, we have the OTS. OTS, super sick. This is another gun that I didn't necessarily ever really have on my list, but I went ahead and bought it because I got a super lightning deal on it. Pretty unique gun. Haven't had a chance to like mess around with it, but super sick. Right here we have one of my GMP WOCs with Mark 18 rail. This is the Magpul version, so it has that metal Magpul receiver. Super sick. It's one of my favorite WOCs. Right here we have an Apex M4. This is an AEG. This is a loner gun. I tried to sell it a while ago. I started messing around with it, kind of liked it, so just decided to keep it. This right here is a real steel AR-15. It is a Radical Arms AR-15. Won't talk too much about that. Right here is a WE-888C, fully trademarked by KY Airsoft. By the way, I don't like talking shit about people, but I will never shop at KY Airsoft ever again, because in this transaction I ordered a bunch of different stuff and this is the only thing that came, and I didn't get a refund, no explanations, nothing. They ghosted me. KY Airsoft can go lick a butt. This is a custom combat machine, max hop up. I really don't even know what all's done to it. I got it off a friend and I have not yet cracked into it. But it is from what he told me, he put about $700-800 into it. And I do know it's got a max hop up, so it's probably got some money in there, but I haven't cracked it open yet. This is an Ares SR25. I haven't done anything to this yet, and it's probably going to be HPA'd. It did not come with any internals, but it came with a lot of mags, so I'm probably going to end up HPA'ing it once I find the right gearbox shell and everything like that and get that going. But super sick gun. I love Ares, and I got a lightning deal on that, so super cool. Right here is my VFC HK417D. It's a gas blowback if you can't see the mag. Love that gun. I will probably never get rid of it. It's just such a cool, unique gun. I've got the sniper rail kit on it, or DMR style rail kit on it. I think it's 16 inches. So just a super sick gun. Right here we have another real steel AR-15. This is a SIG M400, chambered in 5.56. That one I'm actually actively trying to sell. Right here we have another GMP WOC with Magpul receiver. This one right now is kind of in a project state, and I'll probably end up getting rid of it once it's fixed. I just have too many AR style WOCs. There's too many of them. Right here we have a Novrich SSR-15, another gun that I use kind of as like a loner. It's a great gun out of the box. I would never buy it straight from Novrich because they're extremely expensive for what they are, but I got a great deal on that. I actually bought it from the same guy I got the M40 from and then the Vector from. I bought those all 3 from the same guy, and that's why I was able to get such a great deal on all 3 of those guns. Right here is a Kebiway SR7 AEG, a gun I typically use as like a loner as well, but I can't bring myself to let go of this gun because it is like the heaviest weighted AEG that I've ever owned in my life. It's full metal. It just feels great, so I'd like to build it out and just, I don't know, it feels freaking amazing, so I'll never get rid of it. It does have an M203 on there. I'm not sure on the brand. Starting back up again, right here we've got this EMG side Gray 15, super sick AEG. I got it out of a mystery box. It did kind of have some problems though. The first time I tried to field it, I would put it in semi-automatic and it would do full auto bursts. And this is the version that does not have a MOSFET or FCU or anything like that. So I'm not sure. I think there's something wrong in there. I have to go in and take a look at it, but it is a super sick gun. It feels great. The color is awesome. Pretty nice gun otherwise. Right here we have the PTS Mega Matin 308, essentially a PTS LM4, but chambered in 308. So this gun is super sick. The bolt is heavy. The kick is lit. So yeah, really like this gun as well. Next to that right here, we have a Kebiway LM4. This one's been built out a little bit. It's got a new bolt. It's got a longer real steel RIS, MOE stock, MOE grip. That's one of my favorite LM4s. I have 3 right now. So yeah, there we go. Next to that right here, we have one of my 2 GMP WOC or VPR WOCs. These are the limited edition Magpul WOCs. It's all Magpul furniture with the Mer1 Voltor receivers. Super sick. I have 2 of these. They're not easy to find. I've only found 2 for sale in the last 3 years, and I bought both of them. So if you ever see one of those again, legit GMP version from the manufacturer, I would snatch it up. They're really hard to find. Right here's another KWA LM4. This one's actually for sale, but I damaged the nozzle the other day, so it's not for sale anymore. But all I have to do is replace the nozzle, pretty easy fix, and then that one's back up for sale. Right next to that, we have a GL06 grenade launcher. It's that KWA MP7. Right next to that, we have the Maruzen KG9 gas blowback, super sick. We have 2 KWA Mac 11s. One's an NS1, one's an NS2. Next to that, we have a Maruzen M11, but with a mosquito mold steel body kit and a custom full metal suppressor. This gun is absolutely fun as shit. It kicks like crazy. It's heavy. The steel body kit just adds so much dimension. The M11s are not rare, but this specific steel body kit is extremely rare, and it requires professional modification to install, so keep that in mind. But I don't think the odds of seeing one of these ever again is very rare, so I'll probably keep that one as long as I can live. Right here is a COP. I forget, I think it's an AW Custom. I can't remember who makes it. It's either AW or WE. COP 1911 gas blowback. This is my 3rd GHK AK. This is the AKS74U, fully built out. Again, go check out my other video if you want the full description of the build. Right here is a WE Glock 26 full auto. Over here we have a Max Tac Derringer in black. Coming down, hiding back here, we have a Maruzen P38 gas blowback. This is a WE-M4. This is my next real big project. I want to do a full RA Tech build. So yes, look forward to a video for this one in the future. It's going to look a lot different once it's done. But this is just a standard WE-M4 gas blowback. We have a Max Tac Derringer in silver, Max Tac Derringer in gold back there. We have the KWC Hardcake Mini Uzi, and then a KWA MP9. We have a couple more on the board hiding back here. Back here, you can kind of see it, is a WE PDW gas blowback. Over here, we have the PPS XM26 gas-operated shell ejecting shotgun. Over here, we have an ACM 8mm shotgun, gas-powered. Love this shotgun. It feels great. It's an 8mm. I have a thing for 8mm guns. They're just unique and hard to find. So, really enjoy this shotgun. Down here, we have a VFC PSG-1. This is the gas blowback. It is not the Tokamirui electric version. Gas blowback PSG-1. Love this gun to death. It's so unique. It feels great. And it's not something, they're still available. You can buy them. They're not rare, but you don't see them that often. So I really love that gun. And over here we have the Hassan double barrel gas shotgun. So super sick. Probably something I'll sell in the future. Don't really have any real specific use, or, haven't really come to like it that much. Don't really ever see myself using it. So that is the wall. Very quickly, I'm going to go through this drawer set in here, and then we will continue on to the hoard. Okay, down here we have some miscellaneous accessories. This is a Wraith CO2 adapter for my VSR 10, BBs, oil, PKA scope. We have a couple. This is a Western Arms Infinity slide, batteries, flashlight, just some miscellaneous accessories, scope, some cases for accessories, my little quick access tool bins. Over here we have a Maruzen M1100. This is the gas shell ejecting shotgun. This one's kitted out a little bit. Got a little suppressor on there, flashlight. Super sick. Right here we have some dummy PVS 31s that are going on my 3rd helmet build. I just haven't gotten around to getting the right mount for those. Over here, that is a real steel Derringer, chambered in 357 and 38 special. Such a fun little gun, and it was really cheap. I think I got it it was on sale. I got it for like $200, like out the door. So it's just a super fun little gun to take to the range, and it's a big caliber for a small gun, so it's really fun to shoot. It's a Spring Mac 10. Next time somebody buys something from me, I'll probably just throw that in there. I don't know why I still have it. Or I'll do another video and I'll shoot every single one of my other guns at that gun to see if we can destroy it. Over here we have a real steel Glock 43. If you see some of my other videos, you've seen this. This is kind of my Gucci build. Not something I carry anymore. I just kind of take out for fun. So that's why it's got all the gold stuff and everything like that. Just kind of a mess around build. Going down into here, this first drawer over here, it's just extra gear. So I have eye protection, flags, banners, slings, all my extra helmet accessories, helmet pads, gloves, all kinds of Molly straps and malice clips, hydration carrier and tubes, balaclava, however you say it, magazine pouches, just all the extra bits of gear that I don't really need or use a lot. But yeah, I think this is empty up here. In here we have the first set of magazines. This is, I don't want to say most of, but this is pretty much just AR style gas magazines. KWA, my WA spec stuff, my Mark 20, my Mark 11, the 417. I have Barrett and Intervention magazines over there, which we'll get to. I have a real AR-15 magazine stashed in there just for quick access. But yeah, I don't want to go through absolutely everything, but this is the first of many storage spaces for magazines. So we'll close that in that drawer. I don't know how it hasn't snapped off the hinges yet. Okay, in this third drawer, it's really just storage. So over here we have like paperwork, all my manuals, receipts, everything like that, BBs, drum magazines. I have a couple more drum magazines underneath that. In this box is the original body to my Maruzen M11 when I put that steel body kit on there. Just boxes, X-Fog stuff, extra pegs, my M249 box magazines. I mean, just kind of like a miscellaneous drawer of just a whole bunch of different stuff. A lot of the stuff that's in here I don't really need access to that much. So this drawer stays pretty full and then for the most part stays shut. So yeah. The only other thing going on over here is my propane. I store those in there. Outside of that, that's pretty much it for this whole cabinet plus the wall. That kind of gets us through that. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and move on to everything that's on the bed. Now here on this blanket right here is most of my rare pistols. And then everything else is kind of mixed in over here. Right here we have, peeking on the edge right here, we have a Lantec. I think it's the SF-15 or something. Fully kitted out. Another kind of like a loaner gun. It's an AEG. I like this gun. Evic was giving them away in mystery boxes like candy, and I really like this gun. It feels good. The original licensing manufacturer is based not too far from me, so I just really like it. I've kept it. A lot of people try to get rid of them really quick. I like it, so I kept it. Over here we have a Maruzen Super Red Hawk revolver. This is an 8mm revolver. Down here we have a Maruzen M60 gas revolver. Right here is actually a newer piece to my collection. Just got it last week. It is a Tokyo Marui Glock 26 with an Airsoft Surgeon slide kit. Super, super, super sick gun. I've recently become obsessed with Tokyo Marui Glocks. So this is one thing I absolutely had to have when I saw it come up for sale. Down from there, we have something I actually just got today from a local person. It is a Tokyo Marui Glock 17L. These are kind of hard to find, and this has a CNC aluminum slide on it. So the gun's it's just nutty. It's super sick. Shout out the guy who I bought it from today. The guy I bought this Glock off of, I got the MP41 from. The Maruzen P38, the Tanaka Type 44. I've bought so many guns off this guy, and he always gives me insane deals, and it's just so much nicer being able to deal locally. So shout out him. Down here we have four, but start with these three. Western Arms SV Infinity High Kappas. Super sick guns. Two of them came from the UK, another one came from a domestic person, but super sick. I love the Western Arms handguns. I'm freaking obsessed with them. Down here we have an Infinity High Kappa 2 from Western Arms, but this one is a full custom. It's got the STI full metal slide. I mean, this thing is just absolutely nutty. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about this handgun. That was probably one of the most expensive Western Arms handguns I've ever bought, but it came with a ton of extra parts. the original packaging, everything, and it was worth it. I mean, that gun's just absolutely nutty. Over here, this isn't really a rare handgun, but it is a WE Glock. Ooh, I always mess it up. 23, I think. I always mess that one up. Full auto, custom stipple, really fun handgun. It was one of my first WE Glocks. Super sick. I actually got that from a local guy as well. Over here we have a Western Arms Wilson Combat race style pistol. Kind of a unique one. Super cool. Got a great deal on it. Down here we have a Western Arms P1445. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the Kimber 1911. I'm looking at something totally different. Kimber 1911 by Western Arms. Right here is the Western Arms P1445. And then right here we have the Tenio Koba USP with full auto unit and coffin mag. Super sick. I got this from somebody local as well. And then up here, in case you missed it, is the Western Arms Gigant. These are super rare, especially with the original stock grip, suppressor. I mean, these things are super hard to find. I got this from somebody local too. It was the same guy I bought the Tenio Kobo off of. Moving on, we'll get to the rest of the stuff over here. This is my one and only true HPA build. It is an Echo 1 Platinum M4 with a Polar Star jack. Down here we have a WE Glock 34. Super sick. Another Maruzen M1100. Down for that we have a Vorse High Kappa in black. This is the WE AK-74 gas blowback. KWA AKG-74 gas blowback. This right here is what is this? This is a Well CO2 pistol, I believe. This one is a WE TT-33 gas blowback. WE MSK gas blowback. WE L85 gas blowback. This is the VFC Cybergun FNX-45. WE Galaxy. And then this is a random 1911, I think is WE. I got off a local person. We'll probably end up getting rid of it. Just kind of bought it just because. I think I bought 3 pistols from them for $25 each. They have problems, but nothing that's worth more than $10, $15 to fix. So these were kind of bought as like a flip, and I'll show you the other one here in a second. They were kind of bought as like flip guns. Right here is another really new addition to my collection. This is the Action Army T10, effectively a VSR 10. Completely compatible, I think, with, he said, Tokyo Marui VSRs. So super sick. I knew nothing about these guns, and I saw one online and then saw that they were discontinued. I was like, I absolutely have to have one. Somebody hit me up within less than 24 hours, like, yo, I got one. It's HPA converted. The nipple is there. HPA converted, and then I have I showed you over there on there, I have the Wraith CO2 adapter for it. So this is something I actually really want to build out and then use. So yeah. And then before we move off from the bed, I actually forgot to cover 2 guns on this wall. I have a Maruzen MP5K gas blowback, and then I have a VFC MP5K gas blowback. This is the Gen 1. I don't know why I skipped over those, but I just realized I completely skipped over them. So over here we have an A&K M60 AEG. We have a Cybergun Featherweight in 249, fully kitted out. Right here we have another one of those comp pistols. This is the other 1911 that I bought with this one as kind of flip guns. But I really like this one. It's full metal, wood grips. I don't know, it's just kind of a nice pistol. Down here's another new addition to my collection, but I did do an unboxing video on this gun. This is the KJW KCO2. I call it the banana gun. Super sick. It's kind of cursed, but it's a fun gun. I think it'll be really sick once I get it kind of tuned in. I'm going to get a longer internal barrel to cover the length of that suppressor. I think it'll be a sick little showstopper. We'll go over here next. These 3 tubs are literally just nothing but GHK parts. I did not show these parts in the GHK videos because it was just too much to show. But each one of these bins belongs to an AK. So this one was the AK-105. This was the AKM, and then this was the 74, AK-74. There are magazines mixed in there, which is why they look so full. A couple of them wouldn't be nearly as full if it wasn't for magazines. But GHK AK mags, I have 22, including the drum mag and I'm currently building out 4 G mags for my AK7, my GHK AKs. So yeah, these are all parts pertaining to a specific gun, GHK gun. Down here we have parts. These are literally just Glock parts. A vast majority of them are Toki Marui, but I have a couple frames here, all kinds of different parts. I think I have a total of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 different slides. Most of the slides are stock, but I do have a Combat Master slide. And then this is actually kind of a hard one to find. There's a JDG War. Let's see if I can get it. Tokyo Marui 7. I think it's a 19 slide kit. RMR cut. So I want to build out a Tokyo Marui G19. Have a perfect slide for it. So yeah, just all kinds of Glock parts. Triggers, base plates, just all kinds of stuff. It's getting a little dark over here. Let me brighten this up. So yeah, that's basically the gist of this box. Over here we have some of my mini grenades, but these are mostly, I mean, these are all of my Airsoft innovations. 3 Cyclones and 6 Tornadoes. I like their products, their tornado grenades, and unfortunately, you can't really find any that are like in new condition anymore. So I'm always buying up. If I can get a good deal, I'm always buying up these Airsoft Innovation grenades just to keep around parts and stuff like that. But yeah, let's move on to these. Right here, we have a Elite Force Glock 17, APS Mantis. Right here is this is the, I believe the Army Armament Glock that got discontinued. This is a Marusian Glock 21 shell ejecting gas blowback. I think all of these are gas blowback. Over here we have WE M9, WE G19. This is my second Vorsk High Kappa in gold. WE 5-inch Dragon. KWA USP. This is a Tokyo Marui 1911. AW Custom Full Auto High Kappa. What is that? That is the Psy High Kappa. Over here we have a KZ70 or KWA CZ75, KZ75 I think is what it's called. WE 1911, and then this is an APS ACP, and then a KWC Model 75. That's a really fun gun. It's full metal, super heavy, CO2 powered. Thing kicks like crazy. Really unique gun. I really like it. Okay, coming in over here, we have, and this tub here is literally just power propulsion stuff. So CO2 batteries, chargers, CO2 chargers, just all that kind of stuff. I usually keep my propane adapters and stuff in here as well. In here we have one of my mini bins of mags right in here. We have a good mix. We have some CZ75 mags, SVD mag, KWA AK, High Kappa, MP9, and then I have 6 of these mags for my MP41. Sorry, I think you guys were looking down here. But yeah, so just mags. Down here, more mags. High Kappa KCO2. This is actually a vector mag, a short vector mag. All kinds of 1911 mags. Some M9 mags over here. MP5, M11, KG9, all AEG mid caps, High Kappa mags. This is actually the Glock mag for the Tokyo Marui Glock 17L. It uses the APS Glock mags. High Kappa extendeds, Glock extendeds, M11 mags, MP9 mags, some short VN style AEGs, M9, KWA AK, WE G39. Over here we have more mags, AEG mags, WEP90 OTS mags, yeah, and then a gate box. See that? Rotating this way, I have all my vector mags, and honestly, this isn't even all of them. Like I said, I have a short mag over here, and then I have a drum mag for my vector. So all that shit, love that I was able to accumulate this many mags for my KWA vector. Down here we have BBs and BB accessories, so speed loaders, all kinds of different speed loaders, 8mm BBs. I have some Japanese spec BBs in here, little bag of EVIC BBs that they sent me, just all kinds of different kinds of BBs. So yeah, different colors. I have some .2s in here that I use with grenades sometime and stuff. So all that kind of weird stuff, my HPA tank. This right here is the last bit of my GHK stuff. I have a KA kinetic, or a kinetic action, was it kinetic action? It's a KA drum mag for GHK AKs. Super sick, HPA tapped. Right here's all of my GHK GMAG parts. Yeah, GMAGs have their own complete bin for parts. I have a Bakelite mag. And then this is the rest of the parts for my GHK AKs. A lot of magazines still in here. I have 4 shells for GMAGs that I'm working on building out right now. Just extra parts. I mean, this bin goes so deep. There's more mags over here. But, I mean, there's just so many. These are all HPA tap kits, EPS kits. I mean, there's just so much extra grips, speed loaders. There's so much stuff in here, guys. And it doesn't look like much now, but if I was to take all this stuff out here, it would just be absolutely nutty. But there's different kinds of hop-ups. I mean, just all kinds of different stuff in there. I mean, the GHK AK stuff is just so deep. I have so much stuff for them. But let's keep it moving. Like I said, I didn't show all the parts, accessories in my GHK AK video. There was just too much to cover. But just know for every build, there's like 15 pounds of extra parts and mags. Okay, so we're getting into close to the last of it. We'll start up here. We have a WE SVD gas blowback. This is my second of 2 GMP WC VPRs. This one doesn't have the MOE handguard anymore. Super sick gun. Right now I have the receivers mix and match. So one is all tan, one is all black, but I kind of just mix and match the furnitures and receivers just to see what it would look like. Right here is a B&T. I'm sorry, is it the S&T or B&T? I always forget. The S&T DSR-1. I love the Aries version. You just can't find them. So, saw this one at a swap meet. Got a decent deal on it. Bought it. Another WE M4 gas blowback. This is actually a really nice build too. It's got a couple things done to it here and there. I would like to do a full RA Tech build on this. My other WE M4 would be kind of a CQB version. This one would be kind of a field DMR kind of layout. PTS. Magpul PTS Masada. AEG. This is my WE G39. This is my Snow Wolf Barrett AEG. If you want to buy this, let me know. It's got some custom work done to the internals. I can send you a video if you want. I kind of want rid of this, so hit me up. Classic Army micro gun. Northeast Sten Mark 6. I always mess up the version, but I think it's the Mark 6. This is a Spring AK, but it was like one of my first airsoft guns ever, so I hold on to it just because, and it actually still works. I've had it for 13, 14 years probably. I mean, I've had it freaking forever. Getting into some of the holy grails that I consider of my collection. Right here we have the SOCOM Gear M200. This is the gas-powered shell-ejecting sniper rifle. Full steel, 1-to-1 weight and 1-to-1 size with the real M200, the Chaytech intervention. Next to that, this is the SOCOM Gear M107 gas blowback shell-ejecting Barrett. Absolutely love this thing. I'm so mad though. I spent 2 years looking for this thing, and then Svoboda, however you say it, released a newer generation of these. I mean, they're still going to be extremely expensive, and I don't think they're going to release them in the United States. So the fact that I have this here in the States is still very significant, but it kind of pissed me off. Over here we have the SOCOM Gear M82. This is the V1. This is the first version of the Barrett that they ever came out with. It is still 1-to-1 weight and 1-to-1 size, but it's just the AEG version. So super sick. I love having both of these with the M200. They just all complement each other so much. Right here is the Aries AW338 gas-powered bolt-action rifle. Super sick. I've always liked the L96 style rifles, and I always wanted one. But I wanted one that was a little harder to find, a little rare. Aries is always, that's always Aries. They're always kind of hard to find their guns after a few years. So super sick. Right here is an A&K Mark 46. Love this gun. Super sick. Haven't really gotten a chance to really field it, but I would love to. It's just heavier than hell. Down here we have another LM4, but this is the KWA version. I don't know if this was the PTS. I can't remember if they did like a PTS variant. Yeah, this is the PTS LM4. So originally these were released with Magpul furniture. But I bought this off a guy and he switched all out, so that's cool. But I've always wanted the PTS version of the LM4, so super cool. Okay, so getting into the rest of the things here. This bin here usually just houses all of my grenades. It's a little mix and matched right now. But I have shells, so I have my Hassan shotgun shells there, grenade shells, some dummy. These were real. What's the word for them? Deactivated or whatever. More grenades down here. I have a gas charger can that I keep too. These actually come really handy in the field if you want to recharge gas magazines or grenades. And then I have some Thunder B grenades here as well. And this is actually a Super V Invader suppressor for my Vector. So yeah, that's basically the gist of what's in here. I have my HPA line in here as well. So that's kind of the gist of what's in here. Over here in this bin, I have all M4 parts, so AR parts. So these are all obviously Airsoft, but I have an abundance of BCGs. There's all kinds of BCGs in here. I think I probably have 20 or so. Some are KWA, some are WA, some are WE. I have springs down here. I also have loads of WA nozzles. These WA nozzles are becoming harder to find if you don't import them. So I have tons of WA replacement nozzles. Another nozzle. Another nozzle. Another nozzle. These are all charging handles down here. Some of these are AEG, some of them are WA, some are KWA, some are WE. Buffer, plugs, or whatever you call them. I also have just all kinds of different AR parts, so different kinds of buffers, stuff like that. That's what's in this crate here. Now we're kind of getting to the end here, guys. But another thing I did want to highlight here in the closet, I have some more storage of things. I keep a lot of my camera gear and work supplies stored in here. But one thing I do have in here is another container full of parts. So these are predominantly like AEG parts. Is most of what's in here, but I also have flash hiders and then just like a miscellaneous bin. Some of these are multi-layered. So I have more down there. More down there. Right in here we have all kinds of, there's still some more M4 parts. These are feed lips for my Pro Win mags. Grenade, I don't know what those are. More M4 parts, I think. I need to go back through here and label all this stuff. These are a bunch of parts for my Western Arms handguns. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry if it's out of focus. Just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of extra parts. This Milwaukee tool case makes a great storage bin for parts. It's been great. Right here we have my current plate carrier setup. This is what I run for Airsoft, but also for real steel training. So it's an HRT plate carrier, but I will be doing a video soon that breaks down my whole kit. So it's okay. I don't want to get too deep into it now. Right here we have my belt, my battle belt, all kinds of different pouches. Like I said, I'm not going to get too in depth with it, but it is a Blue Force Gear belt. I absolutely love this belt. It's a little pricey, but I absolutely love it. Over here in the corner, we have a Real Steel AK chambered to 7.62, 3.9, and then 2 Red Ryder BB guns. Yes, one other thing we can get into is back in this corner. I have a rack that holds the rest of my plate carriers as well as my helmets. I built this setup myself. If you guys want one of these, let me know. I'll build you one. They're actually relatively inexpensive and pretty easy to build. I use these PVC pipe plates here, and then PVC pipe, and then it just holds. It's got one of those discs on the end, and it holds helmets perfectly. It keeps them firm. And then I added these little hangers here for helmets if I needed more helmet space, and then it holds plate carrier. So super sick. It works really good, but I just dropped that helmet, so just don't pay attention to that. Right here we've got an Ace-Link Armor plate carrier. I did some work for Ace-Link Armor a couple years back, and they sent us a bunch of free stuff. A really nice plate carrier. I use it as a loaner or just as a secondary plate carrier. It's pretty nice. Over here was one of my very first plate carriers ever. It's actually a Lancer Tactical. It's modeled after like a 6094. You know, I actually got this for free. I won in a contest, so it was okay. But after a while, it started to the stitching started to come out and everything, so now you just use it as a loaner. This right here is my current helmet setup, and I do actually have a video on my channel that goes in the depth of all 3 of these helmets, so I'm not going to get super deep into them, but this is my main helmet. It's a hard-headed veteran bump helmet. I've got Ops Core amps, legit Ops Core amps with these little scorpion arms or whatever you call them. I just got back from an operation in Iowa, and I was running, which I do have a video of as well. I was running X-Fog system, and then I've got dummy night vision on them for display, and then a bunch of other stuff. I've got TNNVG, Mohawk on there, all kinds of stuff. So this is my real steel helmet. Everything on here is legit. Even just this cable, this down lead for the Ops Core amps was like $200. So this helmet cost me a lot of money to set up, but it is the best helmet I've ever owned. Right here is an unknown branded Cry airframe, where it's modeled after a Cry airframe. It's not a legit Cry. I've got a Woodland M81 cover on it. Replica GPNVG 18s. Dummy MS2000 with an Agilite Mohawk. And then I forget what brand these comms are, but they work, but they're not like legit. Over here I've got my Mitch 2000 style build. This build isn't really anything crazy. I just kind of threw all of my extra shit on it, so you can kind of see like the Velcro peeling up. Dummy GP and PVS 31s. I've got my Walker headset for legit range stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I guess I did skip over another gun here. This is a real steel. This is a real steel Canic TP9 SFX. Another little gun I enjoy just kind of building out. I kind of want to build like a fun race pistol, and this is the right platform for it. So I'm just kind of fun with that. Okay, guys, and one other thing I completely skipped over was this bin here. Not that it's super important, but I just wanted to cover everything. This is another bin that just kind of includes like some parts, but bigger parts that can't be stored in either my toolbox. Or they don't belong to a very specific gun. Right here I have like a little Glock kit. This is the shell catcher for my Cam 870. What's in here? This is my M249 parts, the heat shield to my M249. As you see right here, I took off the heat shield. There's all those parts in there. I've got extra Streamlight battery. Lots of rail segments. This is a barrel piece, extended barrel piece to my KWA Vector. Sorry if the focus is weird. But yeah, rails, KWA rail, M16 style carry handles, pistol grips, butt pads, a couple of these full metal upper receivers in here. There's all kinds of those little, those types of parts. Bigger parts. Keep you updated, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribes, who watches. All of the new subscribers, we've done, I think, like 500 subscribers just in the last like 2 months. So thank you so much, guys. I have exciting videos coming soon. Some more field videos, some more gameplay videos. I've got a shooting compilation coming. I'd like to do a full video on a breakdown of my kit and my gear. But let me know what you guys want to watch. That matters to me. So thanks for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, I love you. And yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate it.